This is Alexander Playtime Williams of PlayTimeCares.com.
What's up, world? This is Alexander Playtime Williams of PlayTimeCares.com. It's Tuesday, December 22nd, 2015. This is the Tuesday Super SmackDown live edition that happened today in Des Moines, Iowa. You had Michael Cole instead of Rich Brandon, Booker T, and Jerry the King Lawler as your commentaries. It started off with the New Day versus the Lucha Dragons, and that's a pretty good match. It further showcased why we need a Cruiserweight division back in the WWE. Or, I don't want to bring up the WCW, but that was what kept them afloat for a long time to compete with the WWE, WWF at the time. So bring the Cruiserweight division back. People like the Lucha Dragons can't really compete with, somebody like Biggie Langston and have me actually feeling as though it was legitimate. But the Lucha Dragons, they decided to let Kofi Kingston and Big E take care of everything. And honestly, the numbers game was too much for the Lucha Dragons. So it's a pin victory for the New Day. And that match was a 3 out of 4, actually. They started off really strong. Then they cut away to Santino showing his Christmas decorations and all of the food he had prepared for a Christmas party. And he left to go tell everybody the party was ready. And somebody, you just saw an arm reach up and grab the star off the top of the tree. And then they cut away to Dean Ambrose getting interviewed about his triple threat match tonight. And he's pretty much said he was going to do whatever it takes to keep the Intercontinental Championship. So the next match you had was the Wyatt family versus the Dudley Boys that teamed up with Ryback, who teamed up with Kane. And, of course, it's back and forth action. And, these guys, doing what big guys do, whole bunch of power moves, all that type of stuff. Not the quickest match, it's not like the Lucha Dragons. This is just straight Titans, just a whole bunch of power moves. But Ryback actually did a lot of spry stuff and, jumping off the rope and spinning and colliding into people. So it was actually a really decent match. But when it's all said and done, the younger legs prevailed again. I don't know what the WWE writers are trying to do, but the Wyatt family is beating the Dudley Boys no matter what combination of people they put together. I mean, I don't know how many times in a row now. So maybe they need to either let the Dudley Boys win or maybe they need to write something else. But that match was about a 3 out of 4. Bubba Dudley got the Sister Abigail done to him by Brie Wyatt, and the Wyatt family got a pin victory. Then they did the cutaway back to the Christmas party scene, and you saw that all the decorations were going off the tree and all the food was gone, and everybody was saying, "Oh man, Santino, your party sucked." And Stardust and Ascension came in and actually said that they were the reason everything was going. He was trying to shut down Christmas and make Christmas time go to the wasteland. And Titus O'Neil showed up and said, "Look, you don't have a right to touch another man's decorations. Go ahead and bring everything back." Stardust said, "Look, you beat the Ascension. Well, we'll talk about it." So fair enough. Next match, Alberto Del Rio, U.S. champion, and Rusev versus the Usos. Of course, the League of Nations is going to be ringside. Of course, they're going to show the Raw recap of the League of Nations just pretty much whooping the Usos in the background. Sheamus kicking them both in the face, getting his bro kick on them. So they started the match back and forth action. Boom, 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 boom. But come on, man. The League of Nations, 4 people. Usos just 2. Usos lost to the numbers game. And Del Rio was able to secure one of the Usos upside down on that belt, and he jumped in his chest. There's nothing you can do about that. It was match over. And then, of course, they want to inflict more damage, so they got them both back in the ring. But Roman Reigns came out of nowhere and just started attacking everybody, and they pretty much squared that away. League of Nations went their way. Roman Reigns and Usos stayed in the ring, so the family bond won over everything. Next match, that match was only about a 2 out of 4. The Ascension versus Titus O'Neil and Neville. The Ascension, they started off really strong, but you knew that, they weren't going to beat, the people that's for Christmas. So, long story short, Titus O'Neil gave a really good boot to one of the Ascension members, flipped him. He landed on his back over towards the corner. Neville jumped off the top rope, hit him with the red arrow finisher. It's a done deal. That match was about a 2 out of 4. Then they did a SmackDown recap of Dolph Ziggler attacking Dean Ambrose after Kevin Owens kicked him, and they was questioning whether or not that was on purpose or if that was just an accident because he didn't know who attacked him. And they interviewed Dolph Ziggler about how he felt about being in a triple threat match. He said he tired of being a middle guy. If you fighting Kevin Owens, Dean Ambrose show up. If you fight Dean Ambrose, Kevin Owens show up. He's kind of like the middle guy. He don't feel like being the middle guy. The IC title is all he think about. It was his first title. You never forget your first. Stuff like that. Then he said he's going to do what it takes to win the title. Next match, you have Charlotte, the Divas Champion, versus Brie Bella with Becky on commentary. Back and forth match. Charlotte showcased a lot of athletic ability. Brie showcased a lot of slow, labored, purposeful movements in the ring. Not completely boring, but just not very exciting maneuvering. Charlotte finally got the upper hand in Team Bad music hit, and they came down dressed in creative Christmas garb, reindeer, snowman, ugly sweater lady. They put Tamina in an ugly Christmas sweater, and they came down to the commentary booth and poured eggnog on top of Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch attacked Naomi, and then Team Bad just all, jumped her. Charlotte sees this, but she was like, "Look, I have a match to win," so she put Brie Bella in the figure 8 and left her girl Becky to just get whooped by 3 people. Match ended. Team Bad left, and Charlotte was left saying, "Well, I won the match, and the eggnog that they poured on you was low fat, so it was that." So next thing they did was cut away to Kevin Owens being interviewed, and he says that the Intercontinental Championship is his title, just like the Slammy for Breakout Star of the Year was his award. Said 2 people have stuff that belong to him. Dean Ambrose has his title, and Neville has the Slammy that he should have got for Breakout Superstar of the Year. And he said, pretty much people just holding stuff for him now. So he gonna do what it take on this SmackDown to walk out with the Intercontinental Championship. He's gonna make this SmackDown the Kevin Owens show. So of course, the triple threat match is next. It's Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler. And I mean, all of these guys was beating each other up left and right, forward, backwards, up, down, in the ring, out the ring, through decorations. They just didn't go in the crowd. That's the only thing they didn't do. And they didn't get weapons. But that was a pretty decent match. The match was a 3 out of 4. All of the guys was able to get a variation of finishes on each other. And at the end, Dean Ambrose was able to deliver the dirty deeds to Dolph Ziggler to get the pin victory. All in all, not a bad SmackDown. It was a much more exciting show than Raw was this week. And, I just hope that the writers actually able to put storylines together. People are just fighting randomly for no reason. I still don't see the reason why that Roman Reigns even fought Bray Wyatt all of those times. Nothing came about of them fighting each other. And Ryback never got back to fighting Rusev. Stuff like that. Just make the stuff come together. Hey, let me know what you think of the stuff I do. I like the thumbs up. I like the thumbs down. At least you're looking. Hey, hit me up. Follow me on everything. I'm Playtime Cares no matter what. Just hit me up. Let me know what you think of my stuff. Let me know if you want to be part of it.